Hey, what's happening, Wargamers? It is another Marvel Crisis video coming at you from Aegisbrand Studios. As always, it is Leland behind the camera here, and we are going to be taking a look at the Kingpin today. And before we get everything started here, I just want to give a shout out to my local game store, Phoenix Rising Games. Don't know how I screwed that one up. But yeah, Phoenix Rising Games, they are located in St. Catharines in the Niagara region in southern Ontario. The store has been a fixture of the community for many, many years, recently under new ownership. Great group of guys that are running the store, that are behind the counter and making sure events are going on there. If you're in the area, definitely go check it out. They are fantastic. Like I said, they are the ones who supplied me with this today. So anyway, yeah, we are taking a look at the Kingpin today. So that is Wilson Fisk. And yeah, the model itself, I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like assembled. He looks like a beefy boy right there. So contents, we got the miniature, we got the base, we got character cards, tactic cards, we got the affiliation, and that's an exciting one because more affiliations is always great. Same with more character cards. I really got to get this lighting situation figured out here. So anyway, we are going to crack into this, and let me just grab something to help along with that. I don't have my trusty knife, so a pin vise will do the trick. And let's see, open it up. And I'm really excited about this one because AMG has really been showing a lot of growth with their model line, with everything that's been designed. So I'm always really excited to see just how everything will look. Oh, whoops. Okay, so everything is out of the box. As usual, guys, remember this is not going to be a review of how this model will act in the game itself. It's more just taking a look at the model and the stuff that comes with it, and just kind of, seeing whether or not it's worth taking a look at for the collector side of things. So right off the bat, I like that. Right off the bat, we got a nice big picture of Fisk at the top there, and he is super easy to assemble. Wow, he is really easy to assemble. There's not really many pieces to him. The most complex piece appears to be the cane on his hand there. So that is going to be a breeze to put together there. Let's take a look at his card and his tokens. All right. I always enjoy looking at this stuff. So it looks like we got some objective tokens here right at the very bat. So these appear to be some sort of civilians of some sort, maybe. So let's see here. It's a 16 threat mission, and Mayor Fisk vows to find missing witnesses. Okay, so we got the 2 witness tokens on there, and it looks like it's so it looks like witnesses can. Okay, that's kind of cool there. So you get victory points for getting the witnesses right there. They can flee at the cleanup phase. All right, that's kind of interesting there. So player with priority places all witness tokens secured by their opponent within range 2 of their current position. Each token may be placed in this way only once per round, then each character within range 1 suffers a damage and gains the stun condition. Alright, that's kind of an interesting one. We got the missions here. We got all according to plan. Now this one's a really cool one because that allows you to change priority from one player to the other, which is always, that's actually an incredible ability right there, especially if you need that last turn, first turn. It does cost 10 power, but hey, good abilities cost something, right? Got hired muscle, so any character can spend a power, and each civilian token within range 3 of the character is placed within 2 of the current position. Okay, that's kind of neat. Can get some of those witnesses closer. Got shadow organization, so this one's for the criminal syndicate and a reactive. So during the power phase, any number of criminal syndicate characters may spend 2 power to play the card. Enemy characters must be within range 2 of this character that spent power to target them. So this is basically, I believe, a stealth rule for it, which is actually rather kind of cool, being able to put that on maybe a character that you need protected. And for the criminal syndicate, so this is actually really cool. So a lot of these we already have models for: Kingpin, Bullseye, Taskmaster, Crossbones, MODOK, Green Goblin, and Killmonger. But the fact that we're going to be seeing Black Cat and Mysterio coming, really kind of neat. So that is the cards right there, and as always, I love the artwork on the back of these cards. These are just great. Although Kingpin looks a little goofy there. Really got to figure out what's going on with this aperture here. All right. And then we got the Kingpin card itself, and this is kind of neat. It's got very different art on the back of the card. He looks definitely beaten up. He's taking his jacket off to show he's serious. But he is a beefy boy. 7 health, 4 threat, 4 physical defense. and just got a nice suite of abilities. The ability to push, to stun, the fact that he has an ability that ignores line of sight and is a beam 3. He's got a throw in there as well, so that is really fantastic. The illicit network is, well, what does this do? So basically, criminal syndicate models count as 2 for holding objectives. So that's actually really kind of powerful. And it looks like you can pass asset or civilian tokens between players. So that's actually really kind of cool. So all in all, he's really neat. He does have a damage reduction, which is really good. He doesn't suffer damage from collisions with other characters. So all in all, he's a very, very cool card to have on the table. I think it definitely fits with, at least with what I know about the Kingpin. And so right there, we see that he's on a bigger base. So those are always kind of nice. Really got to figure out this whole lighting situation. I don't know why it's so wonky today. So yeah, so there we go. So yeah, Kingpin is super easy to assemble. Like, look at that. That is chunky. He is almost, no, I don't want to say he's Hulk sized. He's probably about Venom sized. But he's big. I love this little detail right there. He's stepping on a Nelson and Murdoch sign, just to show his history with Daredevil there. Although it's interesting enough, my first exposure to Kingpin was actually the Spider-Man animated show. So for me, he's always been a Spider-Man villain, but I guess he's kind of moved more over to Daredevil. But anyway, super easy to assemble, it looks like. Yeah, the cane and the hand look to be the most complex part, and even that's really easy. So we're going to get him assembled, maybe even painted up a little bit, and we're going to take a look at him. So we're back taking a look at the Kingpin, and I got them all painted up and assembled. And just in general, he is just a great model. Ignore the fact that the eyes aren't painted yet. Just want to get this done quickly. He's actually a great model. He's very nice and simple. There's not a lot going on with him, which is actually kind of nice. It basically conveys that that sense of that he's there, he's in charge. He doesn't need to be doing anything bombastic, which is really nice. So I like the little look of him adjusting his tie there. He's just resting comfortably on his cane. The nice little detail of him stepping on the Nelson and Murdoch plaque is a really solid one. And the model itself was actually just really simple to assemble. The most complicated piece was probably like the hand and the cane, or the hand and the tie there. So nothing really terrible. If I had any real complaints about the model, I think it's the head. I'm not terribly keen on the way his head came out on this. He almost looks a little bit too jowly, but I have to admit, since assembling this, I've actually started taking a look at more Daredevil comics, and this does seem to be quite in fitting with the way the Kingpin looks. So as you can see, I got a little bit of issue there when I was sealing. I got some dust or build up there, so I got to be careful about that in the future. But in general, it was actually really simple to put together. The suit itself, took advantage of a little bit of contrast paints. But anyway, yeah, the model itself, it's nice. It's good. It's very simple. That he has that confidence to it. It just works very well, which I really like. I like all the really big pieces. Makes them a breeze to assemble. Not very many variations there, which just means that even without the instructions, you can figure it out quite quickly. And I like the fact that the little details on it aren't too much. These buttons themselves, I mean, they were already on the model. You didn't have to glue them on, and he doesn't have a lot of extra features that just kind of embellish him and make him more complex. He is very much what you see is what you get. Because he is on the larger base, he really stands out on the tabletop as well. He definitely has a lot of board presence. That is reflected in the way he plays as well, which is really cool. That's the other nice fact. I'm getting a little bit more confident talking about the way he plays as well. But just in general, there's not really a lot I can say about the model. He's well designed. He's well done. He fits in with the theme of everything else. And yeah, he's a solid middle of the road model for Marvel Crisis Protocol. So I can't really spend too much time gushing about him because, there we go. There was no complaints. Easy to build, easy to paint. Just nothing really going on. I will say this though, for a large human, like regular human, that's kind of competing for space with a bunch of costume superheroes and everything like that, he does actually do a good job fitting right in. There's nothing about him that does not look out of place on the table with these ones, and we're definitely seeing where Atomic Mass Games is really upping their game when it comes to designing these models. Every release just seems to be knocking it out of the park these days. Just really doing a really solid job. Anyway, there we go. That is the Kingpin for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are checking out the other content that I'm putting out there. Be sure to leave comments below. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to hear. Like, dislike the video. Any sort of feedback I get is fantastic because it means I can sort of tweak this a little bit more and make sure I'm getting the content that you guys want to see. And of course, you can always follow me on other forms of social media. Anyway, that is it for me today. So once again, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, happy wargaming.